Okay, so recently the anime Undead Unluck has just showed off one of its first Umas, that being Spoil, and I would like to go over what an Uma is, as well as what Negators are and how they are different from each other. Obviously there will be spoilers for both the anime and some for the manga, so if you don't like that, you have been warned. I'm going to start this video off with saying I haven't read all of Undead Unluck yet, so I am not an all-knowing source. However, I have watched and read quite a bit of the series, and this is what I have gathered from reading as well as doing some research online. If you do enjoy the video, let me know in the comments below, and I'll consider making more Undead Unluck content. Anyway, I'll start with Negators because that's what we're introduced to earlier. Negators are what our main characters Andy and Fuko are. They are people in the universe who negate a specific rule with their abilities, which start with un and end with what they negate, such as Undead and Unluck. Andy negates death and Fuko negates luck. There are two categories of negators, that being self-negators and external negators. Self-negators negate the rules of themselves, and external negators negate the rules of other people or things. Sticking with our main characters, Fuko is an external negator because she negates the luck of whoever she touches, and Andy is a self-negator because he negates his own death. For those two types of negators, there are also two more below them, those being compulsory and voluntary activation. Obviously, voluntary means they choose to activate it, and compulsory means it just happens when the requirements are met. Voluntary would be like Gina, who uses her ability Unchange at will, and compulsory would be like Fuko, who when she touches someone, they get hit with her Unluck. Andy is also compulsory, although he has learned to control the speed and strength of his regeneration. Alright, so that's all I got for negators. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to pin it, or maybe even make an add-on video to explain what I missed. Alright, let's move on to Umas. They are kind of hard to explain without spoiling just a little bit of the manga because of how little is in the anime right now, so you have been warned. Unidentified mysterious animals, or Umas, are kind of the opposite of negators, because in a sense, instead of negating the rules, they themselves are the rules. There are rules set upon the world by the god of this universe, and Umas are the rules incarnate. Spoil is the Uma of decay and death pretty much, so anything in its radius begins to spoil. Humans become zombies, and buildings and other things just rot away. Some other examples of these that have been mentioned in the anime already are burn and language. You can probably guess what these rules entail for the world. Umas can also spawn offspring with their powers occasionally. These offspring are called juniors. An example of a junior would be the zombies, which are Spoil's juniors. Umas can then take in their juniors to become stronger, going into something called the second phase. Think of it as when you're about to beat a boss in a Soulsborne game, and then it transforms and gets a new moveset. That is exactly what these creatures do when they're in fear of losing. There are some Umas and rules added later that are much bigger, but I can't really get into those without huge spoilers for both myself and for the viewers that haven't read all the way through the manga. However, after I finish this video, I have got to get back into reading the manga, because the few spoilers that I did get have only dragged me in further. Anyway guys, that's going to be all for today's video. Like I said earlier in the video, if you know anything that I missed, make sure to let me know in the comments below, and also let me know what you thought of the video. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I have been Island, and I'll see you when I see ya.